Oops, that's not right. Okay, so... Yeah, well, still not quite there. Camera on. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so welcome back to Raiders of the Serpent Sea. So you remember our first session, you all had various reasons for coming and joining the crew of Rolf. Already sailing far to the south of the world of Grimner. Now, many of you came at the advice of the Volve, the soothsayers, the fortune tellers, and you all came here for various reasons. Things went bad on the ship. I can't even remember his name. That wasn't that rude. Who was the guy who went overboard?
Treasured.
Treasured, yeah. So Treasured was lost, as indeed most crew members were. I mean, of the 3 ships, 2 perished at sea, and 1 after discovering the misplaced tower. Your ship, your passage back home, next part of your voyage was burnt to the ground by raiders. Inside of the misplaced tower, you found several clues, several interesting visions and things that you feel would you need to report back to the Volve, because that was the whole point of you coming here. Well, some of you anyway. And you need to find passage somehow back to Drift Hall, which is kind of where all the clan meets, all the Volve will meet, and you guys relay any information that you've learned. You also, I guess, 2 new companions. One was a mysterious girl called Sid, who claimed to be not from here, and she seemed to be a remarkably good healer. Can't remember who went down, but she brought them back with 1 hit point, which is interesting. So there's something odd about her. But we'll pick it up right on the shores of the Fanged sands. The previous the raiders who have fallen have been laid to rest appropriately. Sorry, just let me check one thing. And you're on the shores of the island called the Fanged Sands. And as the wind whips up around you, you kind of get an impression where it gets its name from, as the wind itself is picking up sand. So it's not just snow and ice that is blowing in your face, it's literal grains of sand, which doesn't sound like much, but you all sort of receive little nicks and cuts on your face. Rolf himself kind of takes a small rock to the face and he cuts a large gash across his face and he kind of wipes it off. It kind of adds to his eerie features even more, because remember, I'll show you a picture of Rolf. Get him in here. Yes, Rolf. And you notice he already is lacking an eye, and the scar he's recently acquired scars his face. And he says to all of you, well, seems we're in quite a bit of a pickle. I think the best thing to do is press on to the town of Nowhere. And it's
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Press on to the town of Nowhere, or perhaps our fate will be sealed one way or another. But the only hope of us finding a ship is in Nowhere. But I find
we're heading to Nowhere?
Unless you got a better idea. You know something about Nowhere?
Yeah, as I believe I told you guys, I got stranded here, and I ended up staying in Nowhere for a little bit. So they're very nice people. Nice-ish. Nice adjacent.
Well, I've only been there once. It was many seasons ago, many winters ago. What can you tell us about nowhere? Can we find a ship there?
Uh, uh, I think
Yes.
so, right? Yes. Yeah,
Yes
yeah,
is the
yeah,
correct
yeah.
answer.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a fully featured town with all the amenities, including a shipyard. So yeah, I think as long as we play nice, we might be able to finagle a ship. I wasn't really looking for one before, but it looks like this tower was a bust for me, so maybe I need to get off the island.
Ah, that's interesting information. Your name's Lana, right?
Yep, yep, yep.
I think it's best if we just take a moment and learn a little bit about each other. Since we're stuck together, for better or for worse. So, Lana, how did you find yourself in nowhere?
Oh, it's a very funny story. As I was on a merchant caravan going helping out my mother, the Marquess of the clan Mosby. Uh, I was just out to get some experience. I'm kind of the baby of the family. It might be hard to tell, but I'm the baby of the family, so I needed to toughen up or whatever. But then on the way out, we got sucked into this portal, and I left behind my dear friend, Frederick. I hope he's doing all right. But yes, and now I'm here. Actually, if we, um, yeah, I got stuck here on this island.
That is a strange, strange story. The names and your clans you mention are not familiar to me. Are you from somewhere else?
Oh yes, yes, yes. We actually get like extra planar people all the time. They may or may not enjoy the stay here. I come from a place known as the Feywild.
Ah, I suppose be speaking a foreign language to me, lass.
I,
But
I get that a lot.
I can imagine. Now, I can't promise you the road to nowhere is going to be easy. As the sand whips around you, you don't need to be told twice. We're going to need to rely on each other one way or another. So, Lana, what can you bring to the table?
Uh, I think I was. Well, I think you've seen me fight. I am. My bloodline is an ancient and noble bloodline of the Fae, which grants me some some psionic and tricks. Some people have called them otherworldly. I just think it's what I got. I'm just who I am.
All right. Hopefully that's going to be useful. And what about you? He says to Floki. What's your story?
Can't really remember. Just boat builder.
I know you don't know, Doug, but make a persuasion check to see if you can convince Rolf that you really don't know who you are. Gosh. Men and the woman I travel with, I tend to like a little about, know a little bit about them, where they're from, what clans they do, what gods they worship. You're either hiding something from me or you don't really know.
Woken in cave above the great sea. All I can remember.
And what do you bring to the table, Floki?
I am quiet as the wind. And the gods, I see what the gods see. I see their signs.
Well, that's always interesting. Why don't you say so? What signs do you see?
Floating skull, visions of fire. When Skull seen the girl, she brings Ragnarok. Must kill her. Death to all. She brings death.
And Sid goes close to Lana, looking at you suspiciously. Look, lad. not one for killing children. Under my watch, you're to keep away from the charge. You understand me? Do I make myself clear?
Yes, yes.
He looks at you suspiciously, then he carries on and looks at Yo. What's your story? What clan are you from?
Orn.
All right.
Craftsman.
Craftsman. And what can you bring to the table?
Oh, I could fix stuff. I can make stuff. I'm smarter than any of these people.
Well, that's not saying much, is it? Well, I must say I got a bit of respect for people from Orin. Shipbuilders, artisans, smiths. What about ships? You have experience with ships? Putting them back together?
I mean, not, unfortunately, with what happened to, in respect to what happened to yours, no. But I know basic, ship repair and maintenance.
Useful. Now, what about you, lass? What's your story? It says to Sylvie.
Gotta speak to the Vols. Honestly, I gotta warn them.
Warn them of what?
The Jotun are coming.
Oh. And what clan are you from, lass, or are you of Harang? Harang meaning
Yeah,
no
I don't
clan.
have a clan. Yeah, that's me.
All right.
Yeah.
And what do you bring to the table? What good with the swords, spells, what?
I gesture with my fists, and then my ravens kind of like fly out in an arc to make it look like I'm fancy.
You're a druid of some sort with those ravens buzzing around you?
No, they just tell me the secrets. They know everything.
What
I
have
can
they
punch
told
things
you?
really well. Oh,
Feel
the
you.
Jotun are coming.
Look. With this blasted winter, this last 3 long years, people think Ragnarok is coming. Some people welcome it. Some people still think it's going to be avoided. Some people think they can ride out the storm. I don't know which one of what you all believe, but dark times ahead. This blasted winter ends, maybe Ragnarok won't come. Maybe the Volve were wrong. Though they've seldom been wrong in the past before. Our next question. This goes to all of you. You might remember that there was an attempt made on my life on the ship. There were these people who burnt down my ship wielding a mysterious flag. Do any of
Lana gasps when he says that there was an attempt on him on the boat.
you know
Lana
something
was not
about
there.
it? Oh, Lana was not
Oh
there.
no!
Of course.
Yeah, I wasn't there. That's surprising.
Yes, fair enough. Yes, attempt on my life. Now our literal ship is gone. Something, someone, some clan is out to get me, and by association, all of yous. So does anybody of yous knows about anything about the attempt on my life, the clan that raided us, anything, any information is going to be good.
The only thing I remember is they said something about the Volve aren't the only ones that are able to see the future or something. They said some weird cryptic shit.
Interesting. Maybe they have a different vision. Maybe I don't know. It's good information. Anybody else know anything? Floki, you don't know a damn thing.
Nothing.
Well, there was the spellcasting person on the ship as well. So they're
Evolve.
fairly
Or was
powerful.
it?
I don't
Be
think it was
Evolve.
Volve.
Could be.
I mean, maybe they don't all look the same. I guess
Huh?
maybe that
Well-
might be their version of the Volve. Was that person on the ship?
Could be. Well, however we look at it, they're out to get us. Maybe they have a different vision of Ragnarok, but even if they have a different vision, what's their freaking problem with us? What are they trying to stop us for? Any ideas?
Maybe they didn't want us to find what was at the tower.
I don't even know what Ragnarok is, so
I mean, it's something bad. That's all I know. Apparently.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
we were there when we looked at that globe. Was it a globe?
Yeah.
In the in the tower, and it looked like a whole lot of bad stuff happening. Is that Ragnarok? I assume that's Ragnarok. Unless this world has two world-ending things that have different names.
It will be great battle.
The seas
storm
will
it all there.
boil. The great snake shall rise. Battles will entail.
We also have this. I guess we could show Rolf that metallic head that we found.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
See if he knows anything about that.
And I'll look at him through my glowing green marble that I have. I won this for arm wrestling the gods.
But yeah, we found these. This, I mean, that the little green thing was hidden behind a lever, and then
Not
this
sure.
one, don't exactly remember where this thing was, but this knocked me out for a bit.
Oh, that was on the bed.
That was on the bed in
yeah.
a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard rumors. I wasn't sure if they were true or didn't know whether to reveal it or not. That is the head of Murgle, the original owner of this tower. Great magic user of some note. And you just found this mask? Anything interesting about the mask?
Wait, like his actual head? That's like his literal head, or just?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I
it's
thought
his
it
quote
was a
head.
bust or something.
It's a mask. If I misspoke,
mask,
it's a
okay.
mask.
Yeah, but this was in a box up in the tower.
There was great murals as well. Great murals. Very inspiring. History of Grimnir.
Well, all quite mysterious. Unless anybody has anything else they wish to share, I suggest we press on. It's gonna be quite the journey.
We should probably find a place to. What time is it right now? Is it late or early?
About midday, we'll say. We arrived early in the
do I-
morning. Explored the
Do
tower.
I know how?
Mhm.
Malcolm, do I know how long it takes to get to nowhere?
3-4 days.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll let the rest of the party know that it's going to take like a bunch of days for us to get there. So
We might want to find a place to camp, seeing as how we just got into that little.
yeah, if the wind is
that
this
wasn't
rough,
necessarily a little scrap, and yeah, the conditions are pretty bad out here.
would I know of a suitable campsite relatively close to the tower? Malcolm?
Nope.
No.
In this area is especially inhospitable. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. We could press on to nowhere. We basically have no food, no provisions. Just what you have on your on yourselves. What do you think? Rest at the tower and press on. First light.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the only.
First light.
Yeah, we don't know how far away the next shelter is. So
Yeah, we did.
We've
That's
got
the only
a-
thing we know of, so we might as well just.
plus there's a bed.
Yeah, we
Ah.
could just kind of block off the Block off the stairs. Stay
Yeah.
upstairs.
We can head out when the sun comes out next day.
Yeah, come on. Like I'm going to drag. What's the name of the little girl again?
Sid?
It's spelled like this, and she actually just to call her Sid.
Yeah, Sid. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drag Sid, and just like, come on.
right.
Let's less threats. Let's grab the bed before one of these big people try to get it.
And as you're helping her up to the bed, Sid says to you, Lana, "Hey, what's up with that Floki guy? He scares me a little bit."
Oh, he's not all there. He's probably gone through a lot. As you know, he doesn't remember anything. All he has is little cray notions. I feel sad for him, if really, rather than anything else. So, we just got to keep careful, make sure we don't leave you alone with him. But otherwise, I think he's harmless.
Well, I hear what you're trying to say, but saying that he's a few screws loose, that it doesn't bring me comfort. I mean, if he was angry at me, that would be fine. But if he's unstable, he could do anything.
Oh, there's method to madness. Back in the Feywild, there's all manners of rules and regulations that you have to keep track of, and might seem nonsensical. But once you get used to them, then you just gotta follow, and we'll be good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay close to you regardless, if that's okay.
Oh yeah. And what was the name of the stuffed toy I gave her? I was like, oh yeah, hold on to that. He's been my companion since I've been very smaller than even I am right now. So
I forget the name of it, but she's holding on to it tightly.
yeah, I might have just given it Frederick as well. So
Okay,
for my friend. So yeah, it'll be Frederick as well.
Frederick. Okay. So you all find very.
I actually did keep track. It's Benjamin, and it's a stuffed hamster.
Benjamin the stuffed hamster. Okay. So you all take a moment to collect your thoughts. And yes, you can get a long rest in, so feel free to do that. And before you ask, no, you're not level 2 yet. The news of what you are attempting will soon enough get out, and you all collectively gain a glory point. Does anybody know or remember what a glory point is?
It's
Basically
like,
becoming famous.
yeah.
As I look through my downloads for the player's guide.
It's all in the player's
Yeah, I
guide,
think
so-
it's similar to like the other point system we had in the previous campaign, if I remember right. Basically.
Which we didn't use at all.
I kind of played it like when you returned back to can't even remember the name of the big city now. Mitros. You guys were treated like gods.
Oh, we're known by name at feasting halls near our first remarkable achievements.
So, glory level 2. So we'll feasting
2.
hall.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, we start with 1.
Yeah.
Or do we start with 1? Okay.
Yeah, it started 1, so now you're 2. And you've also Rolf says as you're all settled down, wow, we're in this together. Let's do our best. Need some type of name. Unless you've got a better name, I think we should call ourselves the Bearers of Fate.
Sure.
Yep.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
Fate.
The ravens maybe for one of you, maybe not for all of us. But ravens are part of the Bearers of Fate, like everything. Okay, so long rest. Done. Glory achieved. Name, epithet, bearers of fate. The morning wakes up. While mechanically you do all get a long rest, the rest wasn't good. The rats are still very much present in the tower. Every so often a rat nibbles at your leather armor or whatever armor it was. You kind of kick them off. So it's a fitful sleep, but good enough for a long rest. As you wake in the morning, the air is dry, and there is a taste of salt and of something pungent. Occasionally the wind whips up a brace of sand and sprays it across the exposed parts of your skin. Other times there is a breeze and just a still, cold landscape devoid of vegetation. As you slowly head north, you come across a pile of stones painted red. And they stand out against the relentless greys and blacks of this ash desert. If anybody thinks I might know what a group of red painted stones, you can make a history check. Does it ring a bell, Sylvie? Nope. Nobody knows.
Al looks like maybe pointing the way to go.
Could it be a sacrificial stone?
Do you think it's blood, Floki?
I'm gonna go over and lick the stone.
Well, first of all, you don't get a taste because now your tongue is stuck to a very cold stone. Oh my goodness. Anybody who's anybody knows you shouldn't lick cold things.
It's a very Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, it is exactly Dumb and Dumber. Oh, can anybody help this idiot out?
I can firebolt it. Want me to firebolt it?
But he looks at Floki.
No, just
No, you can't talk. You can't talk. You can't talk.
Was that a yes or?
One grunt, yes.
My
Two
bird
grunts,
can
no.
Pluck his tongue off.
Oh,
I said no.
I'll just kick dirt or something.
Just pour water, hot, warm water on it.
You don't have warm water.
Yeah, where would we get warm water? Let me look. Let me look at my spells.
No, I can't tinker something to warm it.
So I'm actually going to go ahead and cast Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation to warm the stone his licking.
What I can do is I can tinker a little rock to go.
Well, part of Prestidigitation is I can actually warm an item. So
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Do we
Okay,
carry
so-
alcohol?
Well, this prestidigitation works. The
That works, okay.
takes like 5 minutes, and I imagine Floki's like gradually tugging at its tongue, and eventually it comes off. Imagine Bobby Longship is putting. I don't know. Is he sympathizing? Is he calling him an idiot? I don't know, but
Yeah. Well, because he's like it's
Bobby
taking
Longship
for
is offended because he doesn't appreciate the tongue that he has.
So-
there we go.
yeah.
Perfect.
So I'm actually like, since it's taking a while and I feel bad for Floki, I'm actually going to flavor the rock as strawberry while we're doing this.
Okay, perfect. So what did you learn,
does
you
it taste
daft
like?
bastard?
It tasted green.
You understand those two words don't go together, right? Green does not have a taste.
Hee.
Are
there any like runes on the rocks or anything?
Sorry, can I just make a request? Everybody's name and roll 20. Could you put your armor class first, followed by your passive perception? will just make my life just a little bit easier. So that'll be Sylvie and Yol. No, just Sylvie and Bjorn. If you could swap those two numbers around, so your armor classes first. That's what I'm scanning for passive perception. Just makes my life that a little bit easier. Guys, okay, perfect and perfect. So everybody's armor classes first. Okay, that just makes my life a little bit easier. Floki, as your you well, first of all, nothing you get from the rock. You're sure it's not blood, and they seem to have painted by some method. But you look to the west, and you see a broken dock down there, like right in this little bay there, some type of dock.
Old dock to the west, where there was once a dock, possibly might be a boat. Boat.
It's funny how Bass and Bjorn both, Floki and Bjorn both posted the exact same GIF. Okay. Doc, it's interesting. And you wander closer to the ruined dock. And it is ruined, it's in disrepair. And there's some, there appears to be some type of fishing village here. Long abandoned. But there are, like, houses covered in snow. Places where houses used to be with just a few wooden bases constructed. Whatever it was, it's fallen into disrepair many winters ago.
Do we want to explore this, or should we just press on to nowhere?
We're here already. There might
look.
Yeah, there might be supplies or other stuff that's
Is
here.
there any signs of recent activity?
Tell you what, let's make a group investigation check. We can learn about recent activity, if applicable, and anything you might find.
I will use one of my inspirations.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Very good. Okay, so it's all pretty good rolls, except for Lana, who's perhaps distracted by Sid. But she's a good distraction. Well, first of all, in terms of recent activity, you find nothing. No remnants of food. Maybe scavengers got the food, but there's literally no food. Any campfires have been disregarded. So you feel no one's lived here for many winters. You do find scraps. You find some frozen rations, which could feed one person for 2 days. And you find amongst the ruins a massive haul of 56 copper pieces.
All right.
Payday.
Yep. Getting put in the bag.
Right. Found a. This might be like a strawberry and maybe some beans. They're frozen though, so it comes to it.
Yeah, they're frozen. I'll need a campfire to get them going. Alright. Nothing much here except for the dead. Let's press on. And Rolf urges you further north. And after a full day's travel, there's nothing to do but to set up camp as best you can. Which you do. And I'm going to ask Floki to roll me a d20.
$15.
Everybody please make me a constitution saving throw.
Ah, yeesh.
So you set up camp, but the winds have picked up significantly. The Fanged sands are living up to their name, and little bits of rock and debris are piercing through the little gaps in your tent, or even as you're setting up your tent. It's not a very hospitable place, and you each take 1 point of damage, regardless of whether you saved or failed. So you'll get little nicks and stuff throughout the
Oh, my
night.
ear.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it gets
my
everywhere.
Actually, I kind of always wanted a piercing, so maybe this will work out.
oh, my ear is all kinked. Ugh.
You some cosmetic damage. Nothing else. The sand meme, of course. The You wake up in the morning and you're still nursing your wound, so effectively you're starting this day all 1 hit point down, which at first level is not insignificant. But you press on further north. And you come across, after traveling, pushing hard through the day, and early the next day, the weather is continuing to be foul, and you keep your hoods up as best you can, avoiding the flying rocks and sand that are just irritating. Some of you get nice little cuts, nothing mechanically, but the time you like take off your gloves to open up a canteen or something, you get little scars on your hands, little patches of blood. Very unpleasant. But early the next day, snow pelts the ground, a white squall blowing in from the north, reducing visibility, but not so much that the distinct skeletons of the bleached and broken wagons are immediately noticed. This is a caravan, broken wagons, bleached skeletons.
So do I know if there's anything still in the caravan?
You're not sure. You left it pretty quickly.
Okay.
To get to safety.
So guys,
It's been
this
here for a while, though.
There's bleached skeletons, so yes.
Yeah.
yeah, this was actually the caravan I was in when we got Portal Deer. So it's all a blur to me. The time I got here was really rough, so I'm not really sure if there's any stuff here left, but there might be. It was a trading wagon. It was a trading caravan, so there might still be stuff here that we can use.
I mean, might as well check.
Yeah, may as well
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, and I just like say a quick benediction.
Can I see if there's, before we go up, could I, sorry, just take a look around, like, in the, whatever's around to see if anybody else is, like, watching it or anything?
Oh, it's like a trap type of thing. Okay, make a perception
Yeah.
check. And sorry, Lana, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say a quick benediction to Queen Titania for the death of the driver.
Sure. Yoel and Floki, you look around. Maybe this is the classic ambush type of trap. You see nothing.
Yeah.
And you figure
Okay.
that this is a trap. It's a really bad place to wait for someone to stumble across it. So you feel pretty safe that this is not a trap. And if you want to... Yep, Loki?
Can I do a quick survival check to see if this is like a pitfall trap, to see if it's like something that's gonna, where you're gonna get close and then all our weight's gonna crash
Sure.
us in?
Sure, make a survival as you survey the caravan. Yeah, looks like just a crashed old broken up caravan.
Seems safe. No trap. God's not test us today.
Alright, so if you want to have a closer look at the caravan, feel free to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'll start looking
Yeah, let's
around.
check it
So, since it's my caravan, I would know where everything is, or would have been, right?
Well, you can do yours at advantage. 12, 22. So it seems like, you know, Lana, that most of the stuff here is gone. Leaving a merchant caravan is more often going to be raided by anybody who finds it, including yourself. But you do find a number of interesting things after searching through the wreckage for about an hour, kind of almost pulling it apart piece by piece. And you do find this.
All right. Putting it in the bag.
Love a good bag.
Actually, if I can have one of those pearls, I could actually use one of those bad boys.
Okay. I'll just list one, and then you can just put the other one in your inventory.
Much appreciated.
Or identify, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So searching what Lana says is her caravan, you press on further north. And you travel without much incident for another couple of days. Let's see, we did Floki, let's do Sylvie and Yol. Both roll a d20 for me.
That's
11.
12.
Okay.
1.
Everybody make me a Constitution saving throw again, as the Fanged sands are going to pouch you again. Loki, that's a fail.
Christ.
Sylvie, that's a fail. Let's see if I can roll a 1 again. Those who made the save take 1 point. Sylvie and Floki take 3 points of damage.
Is that in
12 make it?
addition?
No, because you travelled for a day, so just you would have got a long rest during one of the nights, but the next night, you take the damage again. So in other words, Sylvie, you're down 3 hit points. Floki's down 3 hit points, and Yol and everybody else is down 1 hit point. So 2 days of rough travel. And you can see why people don't travel around here, as this nasty sand and ash and little bits of rock are making your travel just horrible. As evening approaches on the second day, Rolf points. Look, there. We can reach it on the morrow. And atop of the hill, miles away, a lantern light flickers. The first sign of life you have seen for several days. While the dimming light is difficult to be certain, but it looks as if there are several buildings perched there. We have a decision to make. Well, it's tricky to say whether the sun never really comes up, hidden by this winter. But the thing that we call morning is where we normally rest for. Or we can press on for this village. Risk travelling through the night. What do you think?
I'd
Let's
rather
press
not.
on.
I'd rather not risk it. We have a kid here.
It needs to toughen up. Let's say we.
Yeah, that
Let's
kid
see.
saved your life.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from someone who like died on a fishbone or something. So
What do the rest of you say?
How far away specifically is it? Like hours or
Hours. You see it off in the distance, just this flickering light. It could take 4 or 5 hours to get there.
I mean, it doesn't really look like it's going anywhere. If you know, if we don't feel confident traveling through the night, why risk it? We're kind of close.
What do your
Yeah, I mean,
birds tell you, Sylvie?
It's a good question. What do they tell me? Aware. That's what it's called. So sure. All it really does, all my birds do is give me +5 to wisdom, or investigation checks for an hour.
What's survival? Is that wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
What do you make a survival check with the assistant of your ravens to ascertain
So
whether
this
you
plus
feel this is a
5,
good or bad? 18.
18.
Your birds circle around. Well, the birds come to you. They're not your birds. They're just some birds. But you see ravens circling around the lantern in the distance, and they squawk loudly and then fly away. And you get the impression they're telling you not to go there just yet. And you look around, and the weather's relented just a little. And as you walked across this area, you're more or less walking in plains, but now it's a bit hillier, and so you're protected somewhat from the this wind. So you feel your ravens are telling you to wait and not risk
Birds
going
say
through
it's
the
a
mid.
no-go, so I'm not gonna go. And I just start like getting cozy.
Let's so we camp down then.
Hey, you camp
Sounds
down.
like a plan.
You camp down as best you can, sheltering among the foothills. Thankfully, the Fanged sands are relented somewhat as you find a nice little area to tuck into. While sleep is hard, sleep is fitful, sleep is cold, you wake up in the morning, fully long rested. Those hit points that you lost, feel free to restore them. And early the next morning, you set off again, heading ever further north. And as evening approaches, Rolf points. Look. By midday, it becomes all too clear that Rolf was mistaken. Instead of a bustling town, there's only 3 small, weather-beaten wooden buildings, built into partial plateau on the slopes of the hill. A farmer's field rings the hill, but it has long ago been covered by rock. To the northeast, the hills continue to rise, and there appears to be a wooded area far in the distance. To the east, the skies have swollen with grey and dark blues, and the occasional arc of lightning illuminates the horizon. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm sorry, I think I've led you wrong. This is no town. And in fact, while I could maybe find the art in the module, let me just show you some art in Discord. That would be easier. That's what this place looks like.
I mean, we were going this way anyway, so we were gonna pass it, you know.
Maybe we can get the resupply from them.
There appears to be, there's a lantern, but there's no activity. You don't see anybody moving inside, nothing like that. So strange.
That doesn't look creepy at all.
Should we check it out?
Yeah,
let
just
me take
because
a
it's
look.
yeah.
I mean, we might as well.
May as well, right?
We're here, yeah.
Bjorn heads over to the building.
Okay, you head over to the building. I'm going to say, Sylvie, with that survival check, and it help from the ravens, you ascertain that this would have been a useful place to scout from. It's perched up on a hill, and it gives a view out into the Serpent Sea. So good. Could be a scouting outpost, could be a forward base, something like that. But it definitely would be the ideal place to do scouting from. Yeah,
Well, if anyone has a good pair of eyes, this is a good scouting vantage point.
You approach these 3 hut structures. Their doors just bang, bang, bang on the wind. And feel free to have a look inside if you want.
Sure.
Well,
Hey.
let's maybe knock on the door and see if anyone's around
No
before we
response.
just maybe. Okay.
Bjorn just opens the door and yells inside, "Hey, anybody's there?
Hey, anybody's
Anybody's
there?
alive?"
Hey, anybody's alive? Just to get an echo. And as you look in, Bjorn, there you see a skeleton in there. Yeah, just a skeleton, bleached white.
I turn back and say, "Looks like they're all dead a while ago."
Damn, this place is pretty. Place kind of sucks.
Investigating.
Check what?
Try to look around, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, investigating the two remaining hut structures, same type of thing. Long dead, well bleached skeleton on the inside of it. And if you remember, I said there was looks like it's a farm, but it's been covered by rocks. And this is strangely, eerily familiar to some of you. With the winter just being unrelenting for 3 years now. Food has remained scarce wherever you're from, and farms have often been abandoned. And you feel this might be the case here. This is emblematic of the entire continent of Grimnir. Farms being abandoned because it's just impossible. There's no natural spring, summer, fall, winter cycle. It's just all winter. So crops have failed and they're impossible to bring back. Now, as you're exploring around this area, the wind gets significantly stronger. Now, it's stronger than it's the strongest wind you've encountered ever since you left the misplaced tower. It's not only throwing a rock, it's throwing sort of thumb-sized pieces of rock, and it's skewing everywhere. What do you want to do?
Looks like storm is coming.
Yeah, let's. I say we maybe get inside one of these, whichever looks the sturdiest, and
Yeah.
Bunker
try to
down.
wait it out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe send one of us to scout later from that vantage point when it's not so rocky.
I'll try to take like maybe if there's no glass, I assume there's no glass on those windows. I'd
Or
try to
wooden.
board them up with like
Sure.
something.
I could
Yeah,
try
like
to. I could spend if we have like a couple minutes, I can do some mending
oh yeah, that works.
where it's needed.
Yeah, I have mending as well. So between the two of us, I think we'll try to repair as much of a given house as possible so we can shelter for the storm.
Say with the mending, and there's lots of pieces of scrap wood from broken furniture and the like inside of these huts, and yeah, together you do a good job boarding up the windows, boarding up the door even, which is just banging in the wind. It's a difficult, thankless job as this wind is quite strong, but with mending you manage to do it, and you continue to hear rocks just thump, thump, thump on the side of the building. And Rolf says, nothing to do but to wait it out.
Yep.
Yep. You sit down. Nothing much to do but to wait it out. The storm continues to rage outside with the rocks and the pebbles thumping against the structure, but with the mending done by Hjol and others, it's very good. I'll say
Can we like
Mhm.
lit up like something inside? I assume like candles or something to provide light
Sure.
and warmth.
Sure. Get a small
I
fire
can,
going.
Yeah, I can also tinker a little 5-foot radius, bright light thing.
Well, it's
With my
Well, it's perpetually like feels like dusk, like 24 hours a day. Well, during the day it feels like dusk. The sun is just hidden behind storm clouds the whole time, and never really gets light. So the light that Hjol provides some comfort. Sylvie, as you're sitting there waiting, you hear the loud calls of some crows resting on top of the structure that you're calling, that you're living in, and these crows are on top of the roof.
Uh, Well, I guess I'll go risk it. I gotta find out what the birds have to say to me, so I would go outside to meet the birds.
Okay. Make a so you have to deboard the front door.
Wait, let me get that so you don't break it. I'll let you out. Hold on.
Okay.
Why are you going outside in a storm?
Birds, they have secrets to tell me.
Just be quick. It sounds pretty bad out there.
I'll be so fast.
As you are so fast, can you make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage?
Yay.
So, thankfully, you avoid any of the bigger rocks. You get pelted by some sand and stuff. Nothing mechanical. Just a few more scars to add to the collection, perhaps. And you see the crows. I mean, visibility is almost nothing. And you see the crows, and they're cawing back towards the main island, away from the shoreline. And you see a figure about 20 feet away from you. And you couldn't have seen it by within the cabin, so the crows, it seems, have alerted you. And a figure is approaching, moving towards you slowly. Actually, make an insight check, Sylvie. I'll see if I can give you any more information about this figure. You're not sure. It's hard to make out on this term. It's humanoid, though.
Okay. I'm gonna swing back inside and let everyone know there's a figure coming our way.
Like a person or a thing?
Human-sized.
Likely a person.
Yeah, human-sized, yeah.
Just calmly walking towards us.
Yeah, slowly.
That's not
as
suspicious
if they're
at
not
all.
being pelted.
Right.
Birds and now a person. Odin visits us. Odin, Father Odin.
Those are my birds. They're not really my birds, by the way. But I
Well,
treat them as if they were.
well, it could be a friend or a foe. We don't know, but we should be ready for it.
Yeah,
As
let's
to
be
say,
ready.
as draw the sword.
What do you do with the door?
Close the door.
Yeah,
Hold
if
the
you-
door.
if we don't know who they are. If they want to come up to us, they can come up to the door. But I don't want to keep letting the rocks in.
Yeah, they can knock.
The air conditioning's getting out. Close the door.
Oh, I'm in a little outside office, and this place is like a furnace during the height of summer, which we're getting close to. I've installed an air conditioner, which is a necessary part of it.
Oh yeah.
You hear a bang, bang, bang on the door.
Who is it?
Bang, bang,
Speak up.
bang, bang,
Oh,
bang.
good.
Guys, what the shit? I'm readying a firebolt.
I look. Can I look? Is there a cracks or anything that I can look through?
Yeah, it's not a perfectly signed thing. Make a perception check at advantage. No, that's straight, actually. Straight.
Straight. Okay. Perception. Okay.
You peer through there. Yeah, even with that, you're not sure. I mean, it's got cold weather gear on. It's gloved. It's got a hood up. It just bang, bang, bang on the door.
I turn back to my party and say, "Get ready."
Okay.
And
I think he looks like a prepared guy.
what I'll try to do here, I'll try to open really quickly and pull him inside, like grab and pull, like so throw off balance, not attack, like trying to hurt, but take over control, I
Trying to
guess.
grab and restrain him, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. We open the door, and I'll say you do grab him and you do pull him in. Let's see if you can restrain him. Make me an athletics check. I'll tell you the number to beat in just a second. Whoops. He. Oh, 24. He rolls a 12. Everybody make me a perception check. Wow, quite the spread there. Now,
Rip
first,
24 passive perception.
there's always one in every group. 24 passive. Good to know. Now, people who fall to their deaths in the sea, are not in great battle, but effectively drown in the sea. Something specific happens to them. And if someone can tell me who's read the lore appropriately, they can get an inspiration check. What happens to people who drown at sea?
They turn into.
They become
It's
zombies,
something,
basically.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Turn into snakes, yeah.
snakes.
Oh, that's right, snakes. Yeah.
Sylvie
Snakes,
is
yeah.
right. Sylvie have a point of DM inspiration. So, if you remember, during the battle on the island where your ship was set on fire, one of you shot one of the raiders, and one of the other raiders jumped in to save him. Now, the raider that jumped in to save them is the raider that you see before him. The thing that strikes you as odd is he's not a snake. He's not really alive. His skin is already starting to rot. And he reaches forward and attacks, even though he is restrained. And I'm going to go very old school for this map. Bring you over here. Look at that spectacular map. And
I
we'll
had
drag.
a firebolt ready if he did anything.
Yep. So, this is the cabin. This is the door that you pulled him in. Like that. And yeah. We'll get your tokens on there because we are going to roll for initiative. Oh yeah, if you could drag your own tokens on, that would be great. That would be really helpful. So drag your own tokens on in a place you feel would be appropriate. So who pulled him in? It was Bjorn?
Bjorn, yeah.
So go right in front of him, Bjorn. That's him there.
Right.
And we'll get... Should have these a bit organized. That's it.
Am I able to take my shot before initiative?
Oh yeah.
My firebolt?
Sorry, this is being a bit weird for me. Is Sid right next to you? Rolf? It's annoying. Okay, where's you going, Rolf? There you go. Okay. So, we all get into initiative. I've got to roll for Rolf and Sid and this very mysterious looking creature. Okay, so as you grab him by the collar and pull him in, he's obviously something is seriously wrong with him. And he just turns to you and let out a guttural roar that sounds inhuman. But Bjorn, you've got him grappled, holding him by the collar. And who was firing off the fireball? Was it Lana?
I did. It was a 22 for 5 fire
Amazing.
damage.
Fuel.
When,
Yeah.
I love
Yul.
that we're already switching the same two people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
And the fireball comes, and you're looking at the creature, and it looks very, very. It's almost like frozen. Its skin feels like ice as you grab it, and the fire doesn't do as much damage as you expect it to. The firebolt
Oof.
does hit and does only 2 points of damage as a creature.
Guys, fire's no good. This guy's not like the rats.
Yeah, quite the opposite. And the creature's trying to break you free, Bjorn, but you got a firm grip on him. Lana.
Oh, did Bjorn not do anything? Oh, sorry. Who was on round 19? Oh, that was the bad guy.
That's-
Okay.
Oh, that's the bad guy. Oh, I forgot about the bad guy. Haha. Thanks for that.
Damn.
He's still holding a shield, and he still has a battle axe with him. And what he's going to do is use a shield bash thing to try and break your grapple, Bjorn. So he's going to take a
Okay.
step back and just whack you across the face with his shield. And he rolls a 21. First of all, take 5 points of bludgeoning damage and make a strength
Okay.
saving throw.
Saves 5 stanza total.
So you get bashed back like that as he bashes you with the shield, breaking the grapple. And then he brings out his battle axe, mindlessly takes a step towards you, Sylvie. Brings out the battle axe. He's wielding it one-handed. And he rolls a 12, which I assume misses Sylvie.
Yeah.
You dodge out the way easily enough, but now that you see him, he doesn't seem good. It looks like a frozen piece of ice that's moving. His face is almost caved in with the cold damage. Sid says, Lara, do something! I don't like this man! Do something!
Yep. And then you guys have done. You guys have seen Lara do this before, but she opens her mouth as if to scream, but what comes out is some sort of like otherworldly nonsense as she casts dissonant whispers on the dude.
A wisdom. Well, first of all, what is your character's name? I have it in Lara in some places and Lana in other places. Is it Lana
It's
or
Lana.
Lana.
It's N. Yes,
Okay.
Lana.
I'm just going to change your name in Roll20 to... What is Lana there? Ah. Lana? There. Okay. I'm going to sort this out right now. Edit. Why? So Lana. Okay, and
There we
Sir.
you selected token. Okay, you should be Lana from this point on. Okay, so Lana Dissonant Whispers. We need a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. Ooh, not the wisest. -2 will lead to a natural, dirty 2. So I'm going to take 10 points of psychic thing. And he's got to use his reaction to back on up.
Yep, to run away. Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He turns around and leaves, but then turn her back. And gets ready to come back in. Sylvie.
Okay.
That would trigger an attack of opportunity, by the way, for Sylvie.
Oh, it would, yes.
I thought forced movement didn't.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Technically, there's a ruling on it. Technically, they use their reaction,
Yeah,
so it
it's
counts.
a loophole in the spell.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. In that
Yep.
case,
Bam! Punch him right in the back of the skull as he retreats. Roll damage. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You feel the back of his skull cave in, which you know is normally a lethal blow. But then he turns around and comes back and looks at you. I will point out that the storm is raging outside. You're risking damage by leaving, but it's up to you.
Yeah, no, you're right. Uh, does that hit?
11 with a longbow. No, it doesn't. He points his shield up, and it
Yeah.
just bounces off his shield.
Okay, then I'll step here and that'll be it.
Okay, Hjol.
Yep. I'm gonna pull out my tiny crossbow. 15.
Yep, tiny crossbow. Cool. Now, I should say,
Ooh, baby.
It's at disadvantage due to the
disadvantage,
raging winds. So, hey, sorry to take that natural
I'll
20
take
away
it.
from you, but the 22 still hits. So your tiny crossbow hits and bumps into the chest of the guy, and he takes 5 points of damage. Nice. And you retreat
And
back
I'm back.
inside.
Yep.
Okay, Bjorn.
I'll move a little bit closer, but I don't want to go outside. Take
Sure.
damage. Yeah, I'll just shoot it. Give him his
Cool.
crossbow. Oof.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage once again, but 9's going to miss anyways. Your crossbow is caught by the blizzard and flies away.
Okay.
Sid says, Lana, I can heal if things go wrong. Should I go forward? Well, tell me. What should I do? I'm scared, but I want to help.
Just stay back for a little bit.
And she holds tightly onto your little rabbit form arm. She's going to take the dodge action. Rolf says, you son of a bitch. Come at me, bro. And he rushes forward, and he's going to hold an action when the guy approaches. Floki.
I will come over to here. And I will hold a hand crossbow shot when he will be within an ally to trigger sneak attack.
Okay, cool. Nice. The zombie raider with its head caved. The zombie, was a raider, takes a step forward and gets to there, which will trigger your attack, Floki.
30-20.
30-20 hits. As the arrow pierces his chest, doing 9 points of damage. Now, what would he do? Takes his battle axe, the outside storm seemingly not affecting him, and he's going to swing it at Sylvie. Rolling a natural 20.
Gross.
You're on 9 hit points, right?
Yep.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Cuts down Sylvie in one massive hit for a total of 13 points of damage. Not an instant kill, but she goes down and collapses. Then he smiles. And drags Sylvie out into the snow. You see her body getting pummeled by stone and all sorts of things. That does trigger an attack of opportunity by Rolf, which he'll definitely take. You son of a bitch! Put her down. And he takes out his warhammer. He swings his warhammer once, misses with an 8, swings it again twice, and you see him clutch his side as he swings it for a second. And the creature takes 11 points of damage.
Opportunity?
Oh, you're right. One of them misses. Yep, you're right. So just one attack of opportunity. It's getting excited there. And Lana! Sylvie's in some desperate troubles. What do you do?
Ugh. All right. I'm going to move so that I can see him, And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again, so that he drops my friend, and hopefully someone can drag her back into the thing.
So wisdom save once again. This time he rolls a natural 1 for a -1. So he'll take 13 points of damage.
Yep.
And
And
back
now
up.
he has to run away again. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he turns around and gets ready to come again. Sylvie, do you remember the roll?
Yeah.
Should definitely have that hotkey. I'm always typing that.
Ugh.
Okay, so yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Yo.
Alright, I will run down here. I will try to drag her through the door.
Sure, easy enough to do. You could drag
And
her.
I will.
You could either drag her 15 feet and take an action, or 30 feet if you take the dash action.
If what? I'm sorry.
Oh, it takes 10 feet of movement to move a body 5 feet. So if
Okay.
you take a normal act, if you take just your movement, you can move it 15 feet, which is half your movement. But if you took the
Oh, yeah,
dash
just
action, you can
15.
move it 15. Okay.
I'll move her 15 feet in.
Okay. So
Just kind of around the corner here, and then I'll cure wounds for a whole 4.
oh, that's almost half her hit points. Okay, still prone on the ground, Sylvie, as the old drags you in, and you're feeling bad, but yeah. The turn, Yol.
Yeah, that's it.
Bjorn. He's still outside in this raging storm. What do you do? Oh, excuse me. What do you do?
I'll just step here to help lock the door and ready attack. When he gets in the range, I'll attack him with a sword, kind of.
Perfect. Sid says they're falling. I'm gonna go, Lana. I gotta help. I gotta help. And she dashes.
Be careful.
I'll be careful. And she dashes around here, getting a little bit of cover behind Yol and the prone Sylvie. Wolf is going to do the same thing. He gets his battle axe ready. Come on, you son of a bitch. Let's do this. Floki.
Well, he's that far again, so same thing. Hold a hand crossbow shot until sneak attack will apply.
The zombie raider turns on its heels. Just doesn't run, but walks forward, which is going to trigger several attacks. Let's start with Floki.
16.
16 is a miss. Puts up his shield and pings off his shield. Bjorn, I think you have a prepared action too?
Yep. 17.
17 hits. So see you guys decode what its armor class is.
16 and a half.
So, let's check something. 11 points of damage to the creature. Harolf will take his warhammer and try to crush its skull. But he misses, so that's, I didn't put the 11 down. And the zombie raider will go after Bjorn. Yep. No, it's going to stay right here. Swings the battle axe at Bjorn. Dish. The 22, I assume, hits.
Yep.
As he cuts into you and you take 9 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Dish. Another one falls. Sid says, no! Then he's going to step to the side, not invoking an attack of opportunity, but dragging Bjorn out into the sleet and the snow. And that's his turn. Lana.
Oh, god damn it. Alright. Going to go over here. I'm going to shoot with my crossbow.
So once he's right in the doorway, it won't be a disadvantage. Not that it really mattered in the end, because your arrow misses and just thunks against the side of the cabin. Sylvie, having been brought back to life by Yol, you're prone on the ground. Very injured. What do you do? Stand up, I assume?
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Oh,
I'm
I give
gonna go-
myself an inspiration.
Oh, yeah. I move 10. I'll grab him and bring him backwards. This is as far as I can bring him, I think. Or I can, yeah.
The raider's going to take a swing at you with his battle axe. And... Vroom. Yeah, you come back here. 7 points of damage, which I think takes you down to.
Yeah.
Vroom. This raider is unrelenting as he just cuts down people trying to help. Yo, things are going bad. This guy has got some life to him, as it were. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll just use my movement to move Sylvie over to Sid, so she can attempt to heal her.
Yeah.
And then I will go right here, and I will reach a tiny hand around the door, and I'll use my last cure wounds on Bjorn. 5.
Bjorn, you come back to life next to this zombie.
I'm out, guys. That's it.
Nobody die! Bjorn!
I mean, I got a healer's kit, but that's it.
Bjorn, on the ground, prone in the snow. Actually, now you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yep.
Alright. Con. 11?
You avoid the worst of the damage, but you do take 1 point of damage from the rocks and the sand swirling around you.
Okay.
Back to your feet.
Oh, it's still on me. I didn't realize it was already on me.
Yep, your turn.
And I try to stand up, so...
Yep. Get to your feet easily enough.
And... if I'm step into the house, it's still not an attack of opportunity, right? I mean,
Correct.
attack of... Right.
And he already used it on Sylvie, regardless, so you're good.
Oh, that's true. But I will swing at him as well.
Sure, getting to your feet, jumping back out of the storm. Take a swing at him. Oh, there
natural
we
crit.
go.
Natural 20!
Woo! That's it.
13.
13. Oh, massive cut across the flank of this creature. He's barely holding on. You see him stumbling as black tar-like blood pours from him. But he's still up.
I scream at him.
He just groans back in your direction. Sit, Sylvie, not down, not like this. And roll me a d20, Sylvie. You're looking for an 11 or higher.
Yeah, I'll use my
9.
inspiration.
Okay.
Mother trucker. Okay.
Well, again, just for fun, I want to see if your dice is stuck on 9.
No, they're not.
Sid says, damn it, Sylvie, come back. And she kind of pounds you on the chest, but it's not working as blood continues to pour out of Sylvie. Rolf says,
Sit in my
all right.
pocket, I still have that healer's kit if you need it.
Right. Rolf is going to take a swing with his warhammer and misses horribly as a 13. This raider just bashes it off with his shield. And he misses again with a 16. Floki! Take him out!
No, that's a 10.
Oh my.
Misses, thumps against the side of it. The zombie raider smiles, his crooked, broken teeth poking through. So we've got some humanity. He sees Bjorn bleeding. And just flavor-wise, he reaches out, touches some of the blood that's pouring out of you, puts it in his mouth, seems invigorated, and because you're injured, Bjorn, he's going to attack you with advantage.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, and he rolls a 16, Bjorn? Does that hit?
That's my armor class.
Yes. Another one falls. Bjorn whoosh, crashes to the floor for the second time. And he's also going to attack Rolf with advantage, because Rolf's taken damage as well. Go. Oh, and he hits him for 10 points of damage. Rolf recoils back as blood starts pouring at him. Somebody! Anybody, take him out! Lana, do some magic shit or something!
You say that. I'm just going to shoot it with a crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, how about a crit? A double crit, actually.
Let me, that's good.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I just while everything's going on, I'm just going to you see a tiny crossbow bolt feather around all the bodies flaying around, and then just hit him right in the center of his forehead.
And he does have the Undead Fortitude feature, which means he reduced to 0 hit point. He's a chance to come back, except in the case of a critical hit. So, an extra good hit, Lana. Well done. But you're still not out of the woods yet. We're going to maintain initiative order as 2 people are dying. Sylvie, death saving throw, please. Okay, noted. Yol.
Sylvie went down first, correct? Yeah, I'll use a charge of the healer's kit on her to stabilize her.
So not dying, but also unconscious. Okay, nice. Bjorn. That's saving throw.
The GR, right?
GRD20. Like that. Okay, noted. Sid comes over. Bjorn,
Here, Sid,
roll
take it.
Let me try this first. Bjorn, roll me a D20 and you want an 11 or higher.
16.
Sid, working with remarkable speed, brings back Bjorn, but not only stabilizes him, brings him back with 1 hit point.
Oh, it keeps happening.
This kid really is a healer.
Yeah.
Sylvie, not now. And you can roll, but eventually she's going to bring you back with 1 hit point, because eventually you're going to roll an 11 or higher, Sylvie. And you're brought back. And that injured, some more than others. You take a moment.
That was unpleasant.
Yeah.
What the hell is that guy?
Yeah, I thought they came back as didn't you say snakes or something?
Supposed to.
Oh yeah, Malcolm. I don't think the hit points on Lana's token is correct. I just have it at a 1.
That's because I don't know what your hit points were. What are your hit points?
8.
8. Yeah, because I didn't have access to your character sheet with your previous character, so... And what's your armor class? Just while we're here.
It should be down there. 13.
13. Okay, there we go. And... Fact, it's... Rolf goes on to say, look, I have no godly idea what this thing is. Men, you're right, Sylvie. Those who perish at sea, an unglorious battle, doomed to wander the sea as snakes. I've never seen the dead rise before. Has any of you people seen anything like this before?
Bjorn slowly
No.
shakes
Nope.
his hands.
Say so.
Nope.
Dunno, this is the...
Can we investigate the body?
Sure,
See if we can figure out how, like, specifically he died.
you can...
Have I heard of any stories of this happening in Grimnir?
No, you haven't.
Let's do an inspiration. I want to learn something. I learn even less.
I mean, I think it was Sylvie who did recognize him as the sailor that tried to save his comrade, but obviously got dragged down to Davy's locker instead. Even with that investigation, you know he's drowned. But, I mean, I'm sure all you players are familiar with what undead are. Your characters, though, this is something scary. Well, you can be scared if you like, but this is something highly unusual. The dead coming back to life.
We need to make sure it doesn't come back. And Bjorn will try to decapitate them just in case.
Yeah, I don't think we could really burn this thing. It didn't seem to do much.
Yeah.
Is part of the dead coming back part of that Ragnarok thing, or is that a thing? It's supposed to raise the dead?
Not particularly. Yes and no. The warriors that have gone to be with the great Allfather will be summoned to fight in Ragnarok. Not necessarily undeath, though.
I don't like it either way.
I don't like it either.
Let's lock the door just in case.
Yeah, we'll make sure it's extra secure.
Rolf says locking the door is a good idea. Maybe, I mean, we saw 2 people go overboard. I'm not sure if this has happened to both of them, but there could be more out there. It died once.
Also, how did this thing know where we were?
That's
Like,
an equally
he's
good
been
question.
following us for days. Pretty fucked.
That is pretty fucked.
Yeah.
That's an excellent question. I mean, we
You
did.
have to wait up. I'm sorry.
I mean, we did stop and camp for hours at a time. Why didn't it attack us there? Was it following us? If so, we should have encountered it days ago.
It shouldn't have stopped to rest, I feel.
But
Maybe did it come out of the sea? Closer, maybe?
But it moves slow. So maybe it just caught out with us.
And I've seen some pretty dumbass raiders in my time, but not as dumb as this guy. I mean, if he was sensible, he would have walked away, right? This is a battle he could not win, but he kept at us. I'm a little bit concerned.
Frozen.
It's frozen as well. That's concerning. I mean, fact number 1, we know he drowned. I think that much is obvious. Fact number 2, he came back to life somehow. Which leads me to the question of is he going to stay dead? Is he going to come back?
Well, I cut off his head. Hopefully it helps to stay dead.
Maybe tie him up as well, just to be like extra safe.
If we tie, we have to go outside. And I'm pretty sure we don't want
that's
to.
True. Yeah, screw that. He won't be able to see us without a head.
Fire might not have been that efficient, but it is dead. Burn it! Burn it with fire!
We'll burn later. We don't want to burn him inside.
Yeah, not inside.
It's gonna
And
smell awful.
I'll try it again when we leave, but I don't know if it's gonna do much.
think Floki is right. I'd be more comfortable as this is burnt. Can it do something without a head? Or
Is
probably
there a
not.
window?
Yep, they're all boarded shut.
Fix the window up. Just burn it. Toss out a window. Fix up the window.
So you're using the window wood to burn it? To burn the zombie?
Oh no! I just say
Sounds-
like burn the head and then just throw it outside.
Ah,
Well, it's
okay.
snowing, so it might get put out. I don't know. We could burn it eventually, but I think right now we can handle it.
Like, does the house itself have like some sort of like fire pit or something that we can
does.
burn the head in? Yeah,
It does.
You
let's
want
do
to,
that.
but you don't. Do you want to sit and breathe this thing?
Yeah, I don't know if it might stink up the place, you know.
We
I
need
think we'll
that
be
just
okay
ahead.
if we wait till we leave.
All right, well, nothing to do but hunker down, I guess. This is about midday this all went down. So if you wish to hunker down, you can take a short rest, which I imagine Sylvie and Bjorn need in particular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I barricaded the door, so
Sure.
I put more stuff in front of it. Where's my...
Of course, only one hit dice available.
Oh, it's one per level?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the one.
Yikes. Where's my...
Sylvie, I'm not sure if it matters, but you're whispering all those rolls to me.
Whoops.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Evan, good. Sylvie's just 3. Floki, you're taking a rest. Look a little damaged.
Yeah, so that was my debate. I was debating whether to burn it or not.
Doesn't work like hit points, unfortunately. That's a 1. So,
No, you still get your Constitution
oh
modifier
yeah,
on top
yeah,
of it.
but you
Oh,
rolled
yeah,
a
yeah.
1, so it's 3, but you don't get
Yeah.
to re-roll the 1. Okay. Yeah, the storm continues to rage outside. What meager rations that you have, you eat. Fills your belly a little bit, Sylvie, beyond Floki. Sid obviously goes back to Lana and kind of lies on her lap, even though Sid is bigger than Lana, but she still does that.
Yeah, I'll actually like sit in her lap so she can like hug me.
Okay, very good. Storm lasts for several hours. It eventually relinquishes in the early hours of the morning after you have long rested. And what happens after your long rest?
Oh, we're long resting?
Gain
A
a level?
level up?
A level up. You level up.
Yay.
You're long resting, Sylvie, because the storm is just going on for hours and hours and hours. And it breaks at dawn the next day, basically. But yeah, level up.
Nice.
So while you level up, I'm going to take a short break, grab something to drink, stretch my legs. So you take a moment to level up your character, and we'll take a short break.
Are we rolling or are we doing average for
It's up to you.
level up? Okay.
Yola was pretty good. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Oh, I was going to ask after the game. Malcolm, my race, the TAS, they have like certain features. I cannot find them anywhere. Like when I go to character and manage character, and I go to race, it lists there, but it's not anywhere in my character sheet. So I wasn't sure if I need to do something. We can do it later. I just don't. I just wanted to mention.
I'll make a note to myself to check. So you should have some racial features, right? Racial traits.
Yeah, like
What do you call it again? It's the what's the name of the
TUSS,
race?
TUSS.
TUSS. All right, and this is for Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have a look at that post session. I'm sure I can
Thank
get it
you.
working. Okay. So you wake up. The storm. But it's still bad weather outside. Not as bad as it was last night when the raider came, whose headless corpse still sits outside your door. What do you do?
Yeah, we gotta deal with that. So real quick, I had this thing I've been working on. And I think I finally got it to work. I call it the bag of yolding. And it can hold a bunch of stuff, like a lot more than it looks like. So
I love that.
yeah, I've been waiting 2 months to make that shit. But yeah, you can kind of keep everything in here, and also in the same vein as that, I can think I might be able to figure some stuff out about that mask we found. Oh, and also third, Bjorn, your armor can use an upgrade, so I'm gonna give you one of my infusions. It just gives you +1 AC.
Oh, nice.
You can use the enhanced defense infusion on it.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. And that's magical protection, by the way. But yeah, I would also like to ritual cast Identify and see if there's anything about that mask.
Sure. Just a sec. Oh, sorry, just a sec. Lost it. I'll tell you what. You get some very, very faint get some very, very faint magical properties from it. Nothing that you can really grasp on to identify. And I'm thinking I've been lying to you before. It's not a mask. It's an actual head.
Oh, it's
Gross.
okay. So it's a legitimate head.
Yeah, sorry, my
All right,
mistake. Yep,
changing
Okay,
the
so would it be
description
like
again.
necromancy?
Yeah, I'll say faint images, very faint necromantic energies there.
Guys, this is an actual head.
What was the name of the dude again?
Merm.
Actually, I'll show you.
Murgle?
This is...
Murgle.
Margal. Yeah.
Murgle, not sure. Myrtle.
Murgle.
Myrtle.
Yeah. That.
Where did you put it?
I just displayed it in Roll20. Do you not see it?
I don't see it.
It just popped
Show
up.
it again.
Murgle. All right. Oh, there it is. All right. Duh. I was looking in text instead of like right in front of me. Sorry.
Okay, that's a natural one on perception, my friend.
I'll seeing you do that, Floki will hold out the marble. This magical. You try.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything.
I assume you're
It
ritually
is
casting
this-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was noted to me that it is magical.
It is magical. And identify reveals that it's part of a locking, a key mechanism to unlock something.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Yeah, it's part of a magical lock. To what? I have no idea.
But
But,
it be part of a magical key.
Looks like you have a. Well, part of a key, yeah. It's part of a key maybe used to unlock something, but I don't know what. But hang on to it. There you go.
What are you for?
Maybe to the door where gods are hiding. So you can talk to them.
Oh.
It was behind a thing, so it's gotta be of some significance. But I think does it still sound like so? The storm's gone. It's not.
It's less
That'll be-
deadly. The storm continues unabated, but no, you're gonna have a problem with flying rocks. It's a lot calmer.
Shall we burn
Nice.
the whatever
Yeah,
is
deal
left?
Deal with this nasty business.
Yep.
How are you burning the body?
Is there
Should
it-
we like? Is there like a ritual we can do that might I don't know, counteract?
I don't know. I was just thinking, make a hole in the ground, throw a pile of wood and body, and just burn it.
Should we just make him a little thing to just burn him? Just do like the Viking funeral.
Well,
he
he's
doesn't
already
deserve
dead.
filler. Just
Exactly.
pile broken wood on top of him.
I'm Miss Floki on this.
I mean, whatever takes care of the body.
Is there
Sure.
like broken furniture in the hut?
Yeah, fuel is not
Pile
a
a bunch of
problem.
it on.
Yep. And as it takes a while, because as I said, the body's almost like an icicle, frozen popsicle, if you will. While the body burns, you hear roll, and he does a little prayer, and he says, "This is a prayer to you, Hal, goddess of death. I don't know who or what you are, friend," he says, looking at the burning corpse. "You're my enemy, but I do not wish anybody to enter Hell's domain. And Hell, if you hear me, I beseech you not to send any more of these foul creatures after you. You've claimed this soul. What you're doing is against all that is right. Do not do this again." He says, I don't know if that helps. Don't know if Hell herself was behind this. But this guy was my enemy. And I'm sure he would have preferred to die in battle, not in this unholy way. I sincerely messed up and it worries me.
It is messed up. But what happened? It happened. We shall proceed. Press on.
When we get where we're going, we'll have to let whoever's in charge there know something's going on.
Let's hope my prayer to hell has some effect.
Yeah.
So we press on.
Yep.
Okay, so you press on north until you get to the edge. Look, I made a multi-soda token. Look, different marker. Cool. Some of them are weird, like this one. We'll go with that one.
Nice.
So there's actually a very thin forest that kind of goes against the banks of this river inlet, and but the trees are varied and sparse. Only one or two of them you think could be building a boat. Not that building a boat's really an option. Yeah. And we'll say Floki, you notice that on the other side of the river, some type of beaver dam has been constructed. And if you wanted to cross over the river, maybe you could use the beaver's dam to kind of help navigate this river. So you have a choice. You could try and get to the other side and like go this way. Might be slightly shorter, or around this way to get to nowhere.
Look, the goddess Scotty. She provides land bridge from the beavers. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you.
You're gonna try and wade across the river?
Yeah, are we trying to
yeah.
cross the dam? Why not?
Guess we can give it a shot.
I'll probably well, I might have an issue.
Would having a climbing speed help crossing it at all? Like if I get on all fours and
Yeah, swimming speed would help. Not so much a climbing.
okay.
Okay, as you're climbing across the water, can have everybody make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Water is cold.
Water is indeed
Yeah, I'm changing my
cold.
dice. Okay.
Okay, let's have a look.
No more space guppies.
Oh, Sylvie, you're rolling crap tonight.
Yup.
Most of you wade across the water. It's kind of sometimes it's chest deep, but the beaver dam is definitely helping out. But yeah, Sylvie, not so great for you. You take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, on the chest.
Okay, back there.
Yeah, on the chest high places, I'm just like climbing on Bjorn.
Very good. And as you cross the water, I'm gonna roll a d6 to determine who it is. It is the second one. Yo. Something comes up. Where is Yo? There he is. Something comes. And I actually want to roll twice. Another person. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Floki. You both feel something take a bite of you, emerging from the water, from the frozen
My
water,
ankle.
are two creatures, and they're going to get a surprise round on you. But can we please?
Roll for initiative.
Oops, that's not the initiative thing. That's the initiative thing.
I'm gonna use an inspiration and reroll my initiative.
Cool.
Second time I get a 1 on initiative. Ouch.
Let's see. I changed the dice, but I rolled 5. So
Oh.
we'll see.
Okay, so this happens quite close to the bank. It's not really possible to go south, so there's no southern bank. But don't forget, unless you have a swim speed, you're moving at half movement. Unless you have a special type of weapon, which will just do one by one, your attacks will be at disadvantage. But regardless, this creature, probably you've seen before. Mechanically, it's a crocodile. Oops. And it comes out from beneath this water and takes a bite at both of you. Okay, so we're going to start with Floki. This thing comes out of the water. You don't see it coming. And it bites you at advantage. It rolls a 19. So that's, I assume that hits. That's 10 points of piercing damage. And you are grappled. Yep. And also, who's the other one? Yol, it comes at you, tries to bite you as well at advantage. We're also rolling a 19, Yol. I think that hits you as well. Yep. 10 points of piercing damage to you. And this creature has got you in its jaws. Oops. You, not the crocodile, you.
Help!
So it slumps around. And it looks as if it's going to drag you down at the earliest opportunity. Lana, you see these creatures come and chomp onto both of them. Blood is pouring out of them. What do you do?
All right, so mechanically they're grappled, right?
Technically, they are grappled and restrained. They're actually restrained.
All right, so I'm going... both of them have taken a bunch of damage. I'm just double checking.
Yeah. Should see their hit points. Oh, I don't have the hit points.
I don't.
That's not good.
I don't... Okay, so Floki looks more beat up. All right. So I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on this crocodile.
Okay. So wisdom. It's a 14. So.
God damn it. All right. So it takes half. Takes 5, and then as a bonus action, I am going to eat my 2 sorcery points to get a spell slot back.
Okay, great. And you're splashing around in the water. What do you do? Do you stay there?
I try to like drag Sid to like we're climbing over like a dam, right? So
the dam is in the past. The dam's you've already used it to navigate the river. The riverbank ends over here. So if you want to get out of the water, north would be the way to go.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to move like in between so that I have like meat shields to on both of my sides.
Okay.
Not that I'll call them that.
Sylvie, swimming around in the water. See Hyol and Floki take a big old bite out of them. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to shoot, I guess, at disadvantage.
Yep, at disadvantage as you're in the water. Yep. Ah, now you're rolling well. That's a hit.
Yeah, I switched my dice. And that's gonna be at the one that's over here.
Okay, great. Yeah, it is an excellent hit. The crocodile looks very damaged. More blood is entering into the water.
And then I'll move. That's half my movement speed.
So swimming towards a bank. Excellent. Rolf says... Actually, Rolf, does he ever... no, he doesn't. He splashes around in the water, gets to the other side. Actually, he's going to come to Floki. Look, you daft bastard. You're an idiot. I don't get you, but I'm going to try and get you out. And so he's going to try and undo the grapple. See, the DC's 12. The strength is +3. So Floki, roll a 9 or better.
No.
Ah! Get out of here, you son of a bitch! He tries to rip you from the crocodile thing, but he doesn't. This one, yo, grabs you and pulls you underwater. So I'm going to put it like this, as you're not entirely sure where Hyol is grabbed to.
Help! How many times do I have to ask?
Sid says... Actually, what's... no, Lana moved. Sid is going to... Yeah, she's going to come, and she's going to come over here, and she's going to make an active perception check to try and tell you guys where Yol is. So her perception is just wisdom. Not very perceptive, young lady. I can't see him! I can't see him, Yol! Yol, are you alright? Yol, you're underwater. The crocodile has knocked the breath out of you. What's your constitution modifier?
For saves or in general?
Just in general, like, your con is what?
Plus 2.
Plus 2. You have 3 rounds, otherwise you're going to start drowning.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'll just... Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say, it's not actually attacking you, it's just holding on to you to drown you. But you can still cast Sanctuary if you want, of course.
Well, if it's not going to affect it, then...
If you get out, it might bite you again.
I'm just going to Cure Wounds myself.
You got to choose in cure Wounds or Sanctuary. Because they're both
well,
level
if Sanctuary's
spells.
not going to do anything, I'll just
Okay.
Cure Wounds myself.
Okay, so you take your action to Cure Wounds. You get 5 hit points back. But you're still in the grips of this crocodile that's holding you down. And that's 1 round. Maybe you get to 3 rounds, you're going to start drowning. Bjorn, what do you do?
You skip the crocodile, Malcolm, as much as I hate to tell you.
Ah.
The one that's at 5, that was before Bjorn.
Well, don't mind if I do. Yeah, same thing with you. You get pulled underneath the water. Oh, along with the crocodile. You lose sight of Floki and the crocodile. That's a classic crocodile attack move. He is pulling you underwater with the anticipation of drowning you. Bjorn, both your friends are underground. Well, not underground, under frozen water. What do you do?
Oh, it's even frozen water.
What's cold water, I should say. It's just cold.
Yeah. Bjorn will try to dive and see if he can find the crocodile that's holding.
There will be an action though, but absolutely. Yeah, make me a perception check.
Oh gosh, I'm really bad at those. Yep.
No. Frozen water. No idea.
I did go like closer to like area where I remember he was approximately, so that's where I'm diving.
Yeah, you go to the place and it seems the crocodile has moved. So, yep, you look around desperately for Yol. Don't see him. Floki, it is your turn, even though I know you don't see it on the initiative order. Floki, what do you do?
Okay. So what I looked up, Malcolm, confirm if this is true. A dagger does not get disadvantaged in underwater combat.
That's true, yep.
You're restrained,
All right.
though. You're restrained, though.
I am still restrained, yes.
So it is still disadvantage. Yeah, I learnt those rules well during Call of the Netherdeep.
Yeah. We
So-
were underwater a lot.
You were.
So okay, so this is kind of reaching. If I cunning action to disengage, can that be contributed as trying to get out of its mouth or no?
Nope. It's going to need a full action to try and get out of his reach.
And I'll just take a dagger stab at disadvantage to trying to stab its eyeball out. And that's a no.
What did you roll? Oh dear, yeah.
I will 2-weapon fighting, use my second dagger, try to stab again.
Okay.
It's probably not 12.
12 does hit.
Oh, okay. No modifier, so just a D4 on this.
You want a 4.
3 points of piercing.
Yeah, you get the croc in the eye, but his firm grip remains on you. That does not kill it.
All right.
Okay, so Floki still drowning underwater as his goal is. Well, you figure they're all drowning. I mean, that seems to be the crocodile's tactic. Sylvie, what do you do?
You skipped me.
Did I? Sorry, Lana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm going to duck down and I'm going to try to find where both of my companions are. You said it takes like an action to do that?
Yeah. If you roll a natural 20, you can have both of them. That's enough. Who would you have searched for first?
Probably Floki.
Floki. Floki is over here.
Yeah, so I'm going to yell out to like Rolf and Sylvie to point to hopefully you guys can free him.
Yeah, so once Lana's pointed it out, you'll take a closer look and you can see the vague outline of this green lizard and Floki. So you know where Floki is. He's underwater, but he's still there. And do you stay there, Lana?
Yeah, because I can't really do anything else. I don't have a bonus, so that's it.
Okay, Sylvie.
Okay. So, I don't think I can. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look for Hyul.
Okay. Ducking your head under the icy water, make me a perception check.
Shit on a stick.
Nope. Time to switch those dice again. So you feel free to move around 15 feet if you want, but you fail to get a beat on Yol.
Okay.
Off. He swims over and gets right next to this croc, but he has to take the dash action to get there, so he doesn't get there far enough. Yol, it's the crocodile next to you's turn. And it's going to drag you even deeper underwater, so you feel it diving down, holding you down further, hoping to drown you. Sid is going to make a perception check. Damn it! Yol! Oh, damn it! And Yol, it's your turn. You're being dragged deeper into the icy water, further away from your friends. What do you do?
I'll try to stab it.
Okay. Depending what you stab it with. A dagger, 13 hits. I think 13 hits. Yeah, 13 hits. Roll damage. So, yeah, that was a disadvantage for numerous reasons. You get a good stab in on the crocodile. I'm going to say if anybody tries to spot you in the future, will get advantage as the crocodile is bleeding. But it's still maintaining its grip on you. And this crocodile... It's going to drag you down even deeper. And Rolf doesn't get an attack of opportunity, so you sink further down into the water. And Rolf says, I'm coming for you, you crazy bastard. Bjorn.
Bjorn will try to dive and look for Hyul again.
Okay, perception at advantage.
Right, perception.
At advantage because of the crocodiles. Oh, yeah, good enough. 10 was a DC. You see Hyul down there. You could use your movement to get right next to the crocodile, but you won't be able to attack.
I am, but I am going to use action search.
Oh, okay. So taking a deep breath, diving down, we'll say 10 feet beneath the water.
Yep, and so how does crocodile holding Hyul? Is it just like...
Got him in his mouth.
Can I stick my sword in between his jaws using as a lever to try to
Sure.
release? Yeah.
Make me an athletics check.
Okay. Athletics. Crossing fingers. Oh god.
You get your sword in and
You
try
are
and
cursed.
pry it out. Now you're underwater. You did get a chance to hold your breath, so you can stay here for a while. Okay, good effort, but not good enough. Floki, the creature's dragging you down. You're like 15 feet under the water now. What do you do?
All right, we'll give it a stab again for the action.
Disadvantage
That's
because
a
you're
no.
grappled. 10 is a miss, yes.
And so I'm reaching again, but we'll see. I want to use my bonus action as my cunning action to stealth, and by stealth I want to play dead like it has successfully killed me.
Sure. I'm
Probably
not going to say it's
performance, right?
stealth, though. I'm going to say it's a performance check.
Sure. Almost a natural 20. All right, 7. So that's a no.
Yay! We're doing wonderful tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe a no. Not the smartest creature. I'm going to roll a d20 and subtract 4. It's a really dumb creature. No. Knows you're not dead. Good try, though.
All right.
Was there an offhand attack in there?
No, that was my bonus action, cunning action to do that.
Okay, try and play dead. Lana, you see Bjorn
right.
dive down to Yo. What do you do?
So is this crocodile damaged or no?
Sorry, it's very damaged. I'll put the...
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very damaged. And then this one is like moderately damaged. Right? Okay. Then I will cast Mind Sliver on this crocodile.
It's one of the rare intelligence saves, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yep.
It rolls a 7. And you feel Floki, the crocodile, release its grip as its brain basically explodes and it drifts away silently, releasing its grip on you. Yeah, that killed it. It had 1 hit point left.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay, great. Sylvie, you get a bead on where this crocodile is thanks to Bjorn pointing it out. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm not able to get to Hjol, so I'm gonna have to hope other people do, and I'm gonna try to shoot it.
And what it, sorry?
I'm gonna try to shoot the crocodile.
Sure, at disadvantage. Through the water.
11.
Most hits. It's just mechanically, its AC is 12. So the arrow just misses, skips off the surface of the water, not even getting to him.
10, 15, 20. That's as close as I can get for now.
Rolf. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And take the dash action to swim getting closer to Yol. And Yol. Crocodile doesn't like this. Make an intelligence roll. Gold, it lets go of you and tries to swim away. Hjol and Bjorn, you can have an attack of opportunity if you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hjol, that misses. Bjorn, you're wielding a great sword, so it's disadvantage underwater, so roll again. Still hits, yeah, 13 hits. Oh, had exactly 13 hit points. Thought I could save it. So,
How do you want to do this?
I just imagine it tries to swim away. I see Hjol kind of bubbles going up in air, and I just stick my sword. And when the croc swims away, I basically open it up from underneath, like across, starting from his head down to his tail,
Nice.
and like everything is like floats out from the belly.
Okay, so we'll say you all scramble, get back onto the shore, and you've successfully crossed the river. Not without cost, though.
We have potentially grabbed one of the Croc's bodies.
Oh.
I'd like to try to skin one.
I mean, you can.
You can certainly try.
I would like to try.
Might take, depending on your role, might take a longer time, but you can certainly try, as Aliyah the Sage says. So make a survival check.
Can I assist him?
If you're proficient in survival, then yes, you can.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Shit.
so working with.
Are you
Flo-
fucking kidding me?
Oh my god! I don't know what's going on with our dice tonight.
Good
Yeah,
enough.
cursed.
This is bullshit.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
my
changing
goodness.
dice again.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Doug, do you want to
Guys,
tell the
that's
story
not
about what
my
happened?
Not bad. Yeah, we were playing the Dragonlance campaign, and Christian had the Dragonlance, which was a +3 lance, which also did like 3 extra d6 damage to dragons. So he jumped off his mount in the air at a dragon, which he had advantage on, and rolled 2 natural ones on advantage.
Oh my!
And then proceeded to roll a natural one on the desk check to land, and then landed prone.
Yeah, like the whole campaign, you try and get the Dragonlance. The whole campaign, you try and get the Dragonlance to kill a dragon, and he finally got the chance. Double natural ones. It takes you like 30 minutes, and you basically massacre any. It's not even recognizable as a crocodile. You do
I
a
think
terrible
this is
job.
the spleen.
What are you gonna do with it? Cook it?
Oh wait, no, that was a tooth. Oh
Oh, we can't eat tooth.
no.
Just leave it. Let's go.
I just wanted to get like a fancy set of armor made, but this isn't gonna
It's
work.
been
Yeah.
a few days, right, Malcolm?
A few days, yeah. You've been traveling since the
Yeah.
tower.
I'm going to bite the crocodile.
Sure. Before or after Hill does his thing?
After.
Well, there's lots of chunks to choose from. Hill did a terrible job.
Floki, wait until we cook it.
Oh. Couldn't control myself. It was either
Oh.
one of you or the crocodile.
Huh.
Oh my god, yo. Oh gosh.
You get stranger and stranger by the minute, Floki. I don't know why you're eating crocodiles, but stay the fuck away from me. I'm not sure what to make of that laugh. That is very disconcerting. Anyway, great advice with the river crossing. Bloody brilliant. And
Just advice. You don't have to listen.
I won't
Just look
next
at
time.
signs from the gods.
I think your gods are trying to kill us.
Or are they trying to make us stronger?
Good way to look at it.
As you press on against the far riverbank, there's once again these sparse trees. A forest is almost an overstatement, but it's something. And you press on, and you see right where there's a huge 7 appears in front of you. You wonder what it is. And it
What
looks
does that mean?
Whoa, it's a big 7.
Is that a rune?
Ooh.
Is that a
What's
new
a
rune?
Must be.
there is
I don't-
a crude wooden wall. A simple barrier has been erected across the mouth of the river with a crude gate allowing passage, you assume, to ships. And you see and there's 2 small wooden towers on each side of this gate. And I'll say, Floki, you see there are maybe... Actually, make a perception check. You will see them. I'll give you as much information as I can, depending on your role.
Dirty 20? Sorry, 19. I thought it was a dirty 20. 19.
Yeah, well, that's a great representation after the crocodile thing. I saw the picture.
Yeah, I need a bath.
Yes. There are arches on either side of the tower, and because of the dirty 19, they see you. You're about 50 feet off.
Or just wave like we're friendly. Hello! Attacked by a crocodile. Mean no harm.
Wait, who the hell's that?
Archers 50 feet away. Better to
Respond
announce
your
presence
greeting.
than to be shot at.
Oh, Malcolm, just in case these are people from nowhere, I do have a feature where, what do we call this? Where is that?
I was about to ask, when you were leaving, did you notice anything like this? Is this them?
Let's see this feature first, and I'll answer that question.
Yeah, so, where is that? Nope. Where is that? It's called Resourceful. I don't know why it's not linking.
The old copy. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but basically, can we say that since I did come from nowhere, that I already made this Wisdom Insight check prior?
Yeah. Well, yes, because you have lived there for some quiet time, and you're a distant voice on the wind. Alana, is that you?
Yeah. Yep, it's me. Hi. We're just coming back.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Nope, but I did find some friends. We could really use some shelter. It was rough.
You trust these people?
We've fought together. And yeah. I think I do.
All right, Lana, just let it be known. We'll give you the shelter in the tower overnight if you require it. Assume you're pushing on to nowhere. This is no hour to be traveling, though. But any problems that arise, any theft, anything like that, it's going to be on you. Do you understand?
I gotcha. Just do like a thumbs up, like a really furry thumbs up. And it's like like my paws are like little tiny pads, and it's like, yeah.
Okay, so you press on to these rudimentary towers, but they will provide shelter for the night at least. And as you get close to the towers, all of a sudden the archers knock their arrows and point them at Hjol. What in the God's name is that?
You don't want to see the other guy, trust me.
The other guy looks worse.
Oh, he got chewed up by a crocodile. It was rough. We crossed the river. It was kind of messed up.
Yeah, I don't like looking like this, if I'm being totally honest.
Let's make a persuasion check. Yolb?
Can we say that I am assisting so he has advantage?
Sure.
I need it. That's a little bit better.
There we go. All right, come on up. And
Appreciate
they let you into the tower, and there's a small fire there that keeps you a little bit warm. Yol, what do you do about your situation?
Are we near like the river at all?
Yeah,
Or can you, like...
mean, this is two tower
just-
posts either side of the river with a barrier in front of it. It's obviously meant to
Yeah, I'll
stop
just-
raiders coming.
I'll just get a bucket of water and I'll quickly like wash myself off, and then I'll just like continuously just firebolt wood to keep myself warm.
Oh, sure. Alright, so with these soldiers who give you your space but don't really interact, their job is to keep watch, and they're taking their job seriously. Thanks to Lana being from nowhere, you'll successfully get a long rest in as dawn breaks. What you doing there, Floki?
As we sleep, I was trying
wood
to
trucker.
tie Bjorn's shoelaces together so he trips on himself when he wakes up.
Who was that for, Bjorn?
Yeah, for Bjorn.
Make a perception check at disadvantage as you're asleep.
Where's my perception?
Disadvantage, I said, so you wake up with your shoelaces in. And just a second. I'm just going to roll these 2 random dice for no reason. One of you will know what that means. And you don't. So...
Yep.
Whisper something to someone. Okay, so a long rest successfully activated, and we'll get to Born First. As you wake up and stretch, you promptly fall prone. Your shoelaces were tied together.
What in the name? Who did that?
Like, Lana seeing that is just gonna giggle.
Sid
It
thinks it's
seems the
pretty funny
trickster
as well.
god is among us.
I everybody. If I find you, you're gonna be sorry.
Despite everybody kind of laughing at Bjorn, Sylvie, you don't laugh? Bit grumpy?
Yeah, I'm really irritated at people talking right now. I'm very tired. Well,
I'll
Yeah.
catch you. I untie my shoes and retie them.
Sure.
Remember, rabbit
Maybe
goes
look into-
around the hole.
Look into buckles. They're a little bit safer.
yeah.
That's true.
You know, in the Feywild, we have this substance called Velcro. If we find any.
Those are Anna's boots. They served me for a long time.
Yeah, I can definitely smell that.
Bjorn sniffs. I don't know what you're talking about. And then carefully exhales, like, and his face is like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass by real quick and just like do some prestidigitation to clean the boots a little bit.
Sure.
All right. See, they're good. As new, almost.
They're good.
The guards say, all right, if you press on to nowhere, you should get there before dusk. Thankfully, the weather is reasonable. I suggest you make haste.
Do I know the names of these guards, like with the expectation that like Lana is kind of like an extrovert and likes meeting people and getting to know them. Would I know
Sure.
the names of these guards?
Yes, you do. Would you like to know their names?
Yeah. Well, Raymond doesn't care, but Lana does. So, so Lana's just gonna like, okay, Joe Marcall, it was really nice seeing you guys. I'll see I'll see you in town, okay? Uh, next bowl of gruel is gonna be on me. All right. Thanks so much for keeping watch. All right.
Appreciate it.
You're doing Odin's work or whatever the god's name is here.
You
Whatever.
got names? I have names, so you get the names of all 10 of the guardsmen. There you go.
Oh no. I meant the gods. But yeah.
Oh, I bet
But yeah.
that's the names of the guys. There's this
Yeah.
wonderful site called Fantasy Name Generator, and I use it all the time. And like,
Yeah.
there's another bunch of names.
Yeah. All right, Joe Marcall. I'll see you guys later. All right. Take care.
All right. Joe Ma says bye. Kroll, Rolf, lift up. Anyway, and you leave the tower, leaving the guards to do their duty. And after most of the day, you've got still not quite the full day, but you've made it. You've made it to the town of Nowhere. Marker. You arrive. Oh, actually. You arrive on the northern, side of the banks. And the town of Nowhere. Smoke escapes from dozens of wooden houses clustered around the north and south sides of the river. A dirt road beaten down from generations of boots crushing the sharp lava rock winds throughout the town. Half-dozen longships, mostly flying unrecognizable banners, crowd the docks in the center of town, surrounded by numerous smaller vessels. Children and adults meander through the rocky streets. Dwarves, elves, and a variety of dragonborn and others walk among humans. Yet none seems so out of place as a woman with curled horns, light red skin, and pointing teeth at the edge of town. She squats in front of a hide lean-to, a small campfire burning. She stares at you with golden eyes, but does not rise to greet you, focused as she is on dropping something into the flames. Another thing I'll point out, there are small vessels that seem to be ferrying people from one side of the river to the other. So you want to get to the other side? Just let me know, because there's like a ferry system in operation.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with the town, right? So I can guide the people over to the docks where we're looking for a boat, right?
Yep. So you guide them past, and the lady, this tiefling lady, you see she is cutting her own fingernails off very, very sharply, to the point where you see a little blood around her fingertips. And she says, the ship that I have seen in my vision is made up of fingernails and toenails. Please let me cut your fingernails and burn them. I beseech you. Only this will stop the ship of nails if we destroy our fingernails appropriately.
Who is this?
You know her name is Angel. Come on, Lana. You know what I want, and I'm not going to take no for an answer. Fingernails. Toenails.
Do I get the impression she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Hello?
No, I'm trying. I'm thinking quietly. The thoughts in my head. Other than this fingernail thing, no. But she seems convinced that the ship of death is going to arise, and it's very important for fingernails and toenails to be disposed of properly.
Well,
This is-
I've heard of weirder, so I guess so. Sure. Like I'll clip, I'll probably like grab like a dagger and sort of like shave off some of my claws.
He drops them into the fire with a crackle, crackle, crackle as they burn away. Ah, good. The ship is delayed even further. What about you? He says to she says to Floki.
You are a seer. You have visions.
I
You
do.
can try. Here.
She deftly cuts off your toenails and fingernails and drops them into the fire as they crackle. You get the impression she's done this more than once, so she's an expert nail trimmer. Then her eyes turn to Bjorn. What about
She
you?
have like a salon.
No, she's just used to cutting people's toenails, I guess, not so much the full treatment. But you, big guy. Nails.
Okay. I put my hand towards her.
Chop, 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 chop. And the toenails.
I look at who was talking about Lana or all about my smell of my shoes. Take out.
Oh, Lana
Uh-huh.
has cleaned your boots
Okay.
in self-defense.
So the strange lady, Egil, just chop, 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 chop. Who's left? You, she says to Sylvie. Let's see those nails.
Mine are kind of like bit to a stump, so.
And you do show them bit to a stump. What
Yeah.
did you do with the nails?
I have anxiety. I chew them and spit them out.
You chew your nails, be sure to burn them.
Okay. Promise.
What about your feet?
I would say they're delightful, and I'll wiggle my toes.
Remove
If
the
you bite those
nails.
off, that would be kind of weird too.
And no, they're clean though. Like they're nice and trimmed.
Okay, so nowhere to really cut them off. Okay, cool.
No.
The ship of death is delayed even further. Tell me, travelers, what are you here for? You going to be another one of their refugees, or will you stay a while?
I think we're actually trying to get a ship.
A ship? Oh, I can help you with it. Some information about one of the captains. But it will cost you. Tell you what, since you were so generous. Did I do
Well, you didn't
everybody's
ask me for any of
fingers?
my toenails. No, you didn't ask me for
Oh,
mine.
sorry. Sorry about that, Yoel. I thought I got through everybody. Yeah. And before I can reveal some information, you pointed to Hole. Yoel. What about those fingernails?
I mean, they're more of claws, but yeah, I guess I can use a little bit of a trim. We've been traveling a couple days.
She looks at your claws and says, I'm not sure if this counts, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And she gives your claws a nice trim. And are your feet exposed? Do you walk barefoot or you're in boots?
Yeah, I'll present my toe beans.
Bing, 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 bing.
Thanks. It's less work I have to do.
The ship of death is delayed even further.
Oh, well, if I can delay the ship of death, then by all means. I'll come back to you next week.
Mystic. Now, I know none of the captains here are willing to give up their ship. But I can give you information about one of the captains. And since you are so generous with your nails, it will only cost you 4 gold pieces.
Throw in a couple gold.
Yeah. I can just take it out of the party loot. 4, right?
Oh, yes. So what I can tell you... And we're going to pause it there before she tells you the rumor. I guess mechanically I'll just tell you there's 3 ships that are possible for you to acquire through various methods. The captains have needs and wants and rumors abound which you may or may not be able to use to your advantage. So just keep that in mind. You want to keep track of the rumors that I tell you about certain captains. And with that, hopefully acquiring a long ship. A stealing is an option as well. But we'll get more into the town of Nowhere next week. And just making sure. So next week, I sent out an email about a message about Thanksgiving. But I think that you're good. Well, put it this way: are you good for next week? Being the
4th of July, you mean?
4th of
Yeah.
July. Sorry,
I was
4th
going
of
to say
July.
Thanksgiving is a little ways away.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
You taking time off already? 6 months.
Well, yeah, yeah. Canadians and New Zealanders get confused with American holidays.
Yeah.
But regardless, are you all good for next week?
I'll
Yeah.
be here. Dylan
Yeah.
will not. He has another 24-hour shift.
Okay. And as some of you know, I'm going away with my son, but I should be
Actually,
back on Friday, so we should be good next week. And the week after, sorry. I'm away out of town on the 8th, 9th, and 10th, but that doesn't matter for you guys. See? I'll see you next week. And the week after that.
Alrighty.
See you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Okay.
Happy July 4th to whoever celebrates.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Bye.
I have many fireworks for the kiddo and me.
Nice.
How old's your kiddo?
She is 11. She'll be 12 this year.
She'll love it.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
My
take
niece
care,
just
guys.
turned 12. Bye-bye.
Okay.
See
Bye.
ya.